Hi, I'm Nitin Garg. I'm a yogi, which basically means that I meditate a lot, and I'm also the global customer sustainability leader at Intuit. Today, I'm going to lead you into a guided visualization workshop on how to use your life experiences to become an owner of your destiny and manifest success. Welcome to the workshop on visualizing and manifesting success. We've been to many conferences where we're inspired, but the inspiration quickly fades away unless we find a way to incorporate it into our lives. In this session, we're going to change that. About a year ago, I did not have my current fancy title of Global Customer Sustainability Leader at Intuit, and the role did not even exist. Everything changed when I decided to take ownership of my own destiny and define what I wanted in my next role. See, the truth is that most people focus on what they don't want in life. They spend most time and energy preventing bad things from happening. And what do they get as a result? A mixed bag, which often includes many of the things they didn't want in the first place. Very few of us invest the time and energy to define what we actually want out of life. When we do, everything changes. Why? Because our thoughts govern our energy, and our energy determines our actions, and therefore our results. If you honor this moment and become fully present, I intend to offer you a glimpse of what is possible once your thoughts, energy, and actions become aligned. See, you decided to attend this session because you are ready to dive deeper and take charge of your life. You are determined to own your own destiny and not lead it to the whim of outside influences. You know it's true because at one moment or another, you've experienced true power from within. You've learned a lot during this conference, and this was no ordinary year either. However, success will be determined by whether we've learned the life lessons that were offered to us for our awakening. Most of us think that life is happening to us, but what if underneath all the activity, life is actually happening for us? You may find that hard to believe, especially if you're going through a difficult time in life right now. But what if everything we experience is actually trying to wake us up to our higher potential, but we just haven't recognized it? Every experience we have carries within it a subtle nudge towards our awakening. If we fail to notice these subtle nudges, they continue to get stronger and stronger until they finally catch our attention. Has that ever happened with you? How do we escape this paradigm? I'm going to share a practice with you which is simple but profound. Here's how. We stop and create the space and time needed to actually reflect. We will practice that technique in this very session, and you'll be able to apply it on your own whenever the need arises. When we reflect on our experiences and ask ourselves what we're being asked to learn here, we can feel transformation for ourselves and our business. So let's get right into it. Over the next 20 minutes, I will be guiding you through a reflective meditation. You will reflect upon what you've learned about your business. You will gather important insights and apply those insights to your business so you can become a powerful creator of your own destiny. Let's get started. Please put your phones on silent and prepare to be completely present, here and now, experiencing each moment as it occurs without judgment or worry for the past or the future. Sit upright with the feet grounded on the floor, spine straight, palms can rest on your thighs. Now let's physically bring our bodies to a relaxed state. Inhale slowly, tense every muscle in the body from low to high tension gradually as we do this multiple times. Starting off, tensing your toes and your calves, your thighs, abdomen, your arm muscles, chest, neck, even your face muscles, just with a low tension of flexing. Exhale, let go. A second time, flexing all those muscles from toes all the way up to your head, this time with a medium tension, holding for a few seconds. Exhale, release. One last time, inhale, slowly flexing your toes, your calves, your thighs, your arms, chest, neck, and face muscles, this time with a comfortable but high flexing tension. Exhale, release. Gradually connect with your breath and begin to breathe at the pace that feels right for you. Not too fast, not too slow, just right. Inhale what you need, let go that which you don't. At this point, you're welcome to close your eyes, bring the attention inwards as I guide you through a reflective meditation. Our first reflection will be on the experiences you've had during this conference. Ask yourself, what was the one most powerful experience I've had? What was the one most powerful experience I've had? This could have been a favorite session of yours or a really powerful speaker, perhaps a really enticing topic. For all the things that I've experienced during this conference, what was the most powerful experience I've had? Next, we're going to see what we actually learned through this experience. What was the one most important thing I've learned that could empower the next chapter of growth for my business? Ask yourself, what was the one most important thing I've learned that could empower the next chapter of growth for my business? What was the one most important thing I've learned that could empower the next chapter of growth for my business? Next, let's take what you've learned and visualize it for your business. Ask yourself, if I implemented this one learning into my business, how would my business evolve? If I implemented this one learning into my business, how would my business evolve? Visualize the possibility. To embrace this learning into my business, what else must I also embrace? What are the situations or the people or the new ways of doing things that I must embrace for this next evolution of my business? And what must I let go of? What is no longer serving me that I must let go of to embrace this evolution of my business? Now that you have a picture of how you'd like to evolve your business, ask yourself, what's the one most important action I would take to implement what I've learned? What is the one most important action I would take to implement what I've learned? What is the one most important action I would take to transform and evolve my business? Now let's set an intention around this very action. Now that you know what needs to be done, set an intention to follow through. Affirm for yourself, I intend to take this most important action for my business immediately. Silently affirm for yourself, I intend to take this most important action for my business immediately. Maybe the action comes in the form of a phone call you'll be making right after the session. Perhaps you're going to be calling a team meeting to discuss some of your insights, or you're going to be making time to actually work on a product a new product that's been on the back burner for a while. Whatever it may be, visualize yourself taking this most important action, including when you will do it, where you will do it, in person or online, who's involved in helping you complete the action, if there are others involved, and how you will complete this action. Is there any prep or planning required to complete this action? The path ahead may feel uncomfortable as you go into uncharted territory, but know that that is also where the adventure begins. Know that as you begin to walk, the next step will reveal itself. This is key. The entire journey does not need to be known at the very outset, but know that as you begin to walk, the next step will reveal itself. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes to come back from the visualization into the room. Bring your hands together at the heart center and rub them gently to begin to awaken your body from this practice. Slowly and then vigorously, faster and faster, building energy in your hands. And then bowing in gratitude for the insights that you've gathered. Take a deep breath in, and I invite you to open your eyes at this point and come back into the room. Take a few minutes to write down your reflections, however is the best way for you, whether that's a notepad or on your device. Writing down the reflections around what was that most powerful experience for you that left its mark on you. What was the most important learning that you had that could power the next chapter of growth for your business? How do you visualize your business evolving as a result of what you've learned? What do you see yourself embracing in this business evolution? And what do you see yourself letting go of? And finally, what is the one most important action you will take immediately to bring this business transformation into reality? What is that one most important action you will take immediately to bring this business transformation into reality? By writing this down, you're more likely to follow through and perhaps reflect further. Know that this could be the beginning of a new chapter for your business, and the story will evolve with you as you continue to go deeper. I would now like to invite you to reflect further. Reflect upon what was this experience like for you? How did it feel? What did this bring up for you in addition to the insights that you've gathered? How might you apply the technique that you've experienced here, the simple technique of reflection, looking at what you've learned, gathering insights from it, applying it to your business, going forward. This is a simple but profound practice that through a level of reflection upon the experiences that we've had and what we learn from them can really transform our lives and our business, especially when we set a powerful intention and then follow through. What we've done here is to reflect on powerful experiences that have left their mark on us and gathered what we learned from them. We then used our imagination to project how we would like our business to evolve. And finally, we narrowed in on the most important action that must be taken immediately to create that desired reality. See, we're all creators in our own ways. Through this focused effort, you've stepped into the realm of creation more consciously so that you too can become the owner of your own destiny. I hope this session has left you empowered to step into the world, grounded in your own power, so that you're able to create that which is your calling. May you become the author of your own journey, and may joy flow through you and your business like a roaring river as you power your next chapter. Thank you.